Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Invisible Ink. It's a new session, as promised. I had to take a break after that last. I don't even remember what it was. Cybernetics Lab, I think. Yeah. God, what a mess. All right, I can't reload this now, can I? No, we have to carry the charge back into the field. Should have done that while I was waiting in the elevator, I guess. Still trying to find an upgrade to Wisp so I can rely on Tag Pistol instead. The program space is a little bit tighter than inventory space. I might have more paralyzers than I need. I don't know. Right now I kind of have some space to work with. I just want to find good augments for Derek and Rush, I guess, and new items basically. I guess I'll give Derek an EMP Pack 1. I can always just drop it on the ground, if we need inventory space. I would lose the whatever amount of money it is for selling it, like $250, but who cares? And we have another pretty solid dart gun that we could give to somebody here, but we've already got one of those. Prism's really cut out for ranged weaponry, and she's got all she really needs. I would like an upgrade, but I don't want a third ranged weapon. Yeah, so I'll just give this to Derek. Who cares if we lose $250 on it when we have to drop it on the ground? I just need to remember that it's okay to drop it on the ground, really. And so here we are in FTM, and I think we should stay here. We have two pretty decent missions. I'm looking for good items. That's what you get, Security Dispatch. And I'm looking for executive terminals. I don't want to go to these because escorting out. So if you go to a detention center when you have 4 agents, or sometimes even when you have fewer than 4 agents, you get a prisoner to rescue, and they're super slow. They only get I think 6 moves, less than an agent with minimum speed. And I don't know how much money they're worth. The one time I tried, he got killed. But also, I'd like to save these so that if an agent does get captured and these are still around, I can go looking for them at one of these. Whereas these are they're both fine. Plus, this isn't Plastic. I don't know. Plastic is not my favorite. Neither is FTM after that last mission, but so we're going to do the executive terminals first, and I don't think it super matters which one we do first, but we're definitely doing the executive terminal, and then maybe we can change our mind about the Security Dispatch and do something else. I can't think of what missions we would discover that would make me want that, but we're looking for Cybernetics Lab especially here, and Nanofabricators. Castle 2.0 again. Okay, fine. Well, we didn't. Is that what we had last mission, or was it Modulate? I think last mission it was Modulate, and we had Castle a couple missions ago. But okay, whatever. Let's get scouting. Grab some power here. Databanks, and here's a drone. Okay. I'm still worried. I hate these positions like this where you have to stand in front of the door to open it. Because then if there's someone looking at the door, you can't stand to the side and open it, which is sort of the safer way to do it. You can use the cloak, right? Okay, so unless we want to open a door, we're sort of pinned in here this turn. And so that's our turning point. Our decision is, do we open either of these doors? If so, which, right? Maybe we should have sent Rush up there so she could tag the camera drone if we open the door. And have one of the other ladies open this, or there, not a lady, sorry. Open this door. So do we open a door and do we cloak? What's the cooldown on this thing? I don't mind if a guard sees me open the door, but I don't want a guard to be staring at me when I do it. Which, if there were... Is that even possible? Or does this peak guarantee that there's no one staring right at you? I feel like somebody's standing right here and looking this direction. Well, I don't know, actually. Because this wall would block, right? Yeah, so I guess that this peak does guarantee there won't be anyone staring right at you. So maybe that formation isn't as bad as I thought. It's still scary, because it means there could be someone seeing you open the door, but they won't see you. Okay, wow, 9 firewalls. jeepers. Of course, magnetic reinforcements. Well, so that's an optional objective that's not worth that much. I don't mind leaving it if I have to. I probably want to golem this. And then I probably want to parasite it, but it also might be nice to get in there this turn instead of next turn. But that's just too dangerous. So much could happen in here. So I think golem and parasite is fine. But let's put that off until Banks has opened this door. And let's not do that until Prism is in cover, and let's put her in this cover. Fine. That's not cover. That doesn't help with this door. Put her in this cover because we're opening this door. Okay, nobody saw that either. Good. Okay, so we see 2 guards now. And we're not going in here this turn because there's this fire or camera. So we could choose to golem this camera, but we could just parasite them both this turn and golem one of them this turn and one next turn, which gets us in. So what is this guy's deal? I gotta pay attention to the guards. So he just has barrier. And he also seems to have 9 firewalls? Oh, right. It was like 6, and then the castle gave him 3 more. Sure. I'm used to seeing guys with barrier have 8, and so 9 was a weird surprise, but okay. And we also want to take out this router. So like a parasite on that would be ideal. Maybe we're actually data blasting this area. Maybe, like, how much can we get? We can get all of these things with 1 data blast. So spending 3 here is great value. Right, it gets us the firewall immediately. It gets us the drone, which we can use to scout. It'll make the drone mad, but I think that that's fine. And it gets us another data bank. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. And that lets us get in this area this turn. Right, so that's going to cost us, what, 6 power? 9. So, but I still want to golem this. So I think I'll do that first. Well, the golem only costs 3 this turn. It should cost 4, but it costs 3. Whatever. I don't know why. But we figured out that that's how these things work. I guess because we didn't use a golem on turn 0, we weren't allowed to, so we didn't. All right. So I would be inclined to tag both of these guards, but we'll be able to observe one of them when we capture and capture the other. So we can probably. Oh, I missed. I missed. I meant to get this data bank as well. Oh well. And now we have a modulate 2.0, which is awful. Or just a regular modulate. So I hate those. But this camera drone is priceless, I think. Okay, we've finished scouting this area out. And now we can come up here. We have it for 2 turns, right? Yeah, 2 turns. And so we could get in here this turn. Let's go ahead and observe this guy, but with like Rush, who's probably not going anywhere. I mean, she could come up here and tag him, actually, but that's pretty dangerous. Let's just say, who has like, let's send Prism. Just not send, but let's see what this guy's up to. Okay, so he's going to be out of the picture. But now we have this modulate problem to deal with. We can't really get anywhere. Should I have used a hunter on that databank or something? Maybe. Obviously, it would have saved me a lot of power. I guess what we do is we just slow down, right? We put Parasite here and here. And then we come into this area slowly. Because we know we have a little bit of room to work with, right? We can't come past this line because that camera's there. But we could, for example, get working on this thing with Buster Chips. Or go shopping. Oh, I should peek. There might be a camera right here, too. There's not. And we got the router out right away, which is nice. I'm thinking we just sort of take it easy. We know that this area is safe-ish, and so I don't have to leave anyone in front of this door. We can back up to here and then investigate this area again next turn. Or like I could put rush here maybe. Yeah. Leave the door open. Okay. So that I can still see anyone who walks through here next turn, but not have to be in the way. And then hide like this, right? Ooh, we could have Derek go pretty far through this area with a teleporter next turn, perhaps. I don't want to do it now because what's back here is unknown, but the camera drone will be exploring that next turn. So what do we do? I guess with banks, we put a server down here, very isolated spot. No one's likely to see it. And, oh, dang it, let me put Steam in offline mode again. How do I do that? I hate that it keeps... Oh my god, you guys are seeing this mess. Alright. I hate that Steam, like, defaults to online mode, and I can't change that. Because I would rather just be offline all the time. I have a couple of friends, but, like, I don't really care what they're doing all the time. Okay, and then, so the question is, what do we use a Buster chip on? This data bank? Probably. We don't have immediate plans to break it open, but it'll be nice, I suppose, to do so. And then we can use like a cheap golem here or here next turn. Because even with modulate, we can do something every turn from seed. So I think that's an okay setup. I think this all looks fine. Maybe I should have had Rush come in here, grab the console and come back, but no, of course, there's a camera. See, I wish it would show me that, like, you know there's a camera here, you know it can see this area. But okay, so all my agents are in a good place. The camera drone has no moves left. I've done all the hacking I want to do. Let's move on to turn 2. Okay. No guards move. Oh, the guards happened after that. All right. All right, so there's 1 scanner and 2 routers left, apparently. All right, so this camera drone is a critical resource. Found the exit. How many moves does this guy have? 1, 2, 3.5. So I could go 1.5. Yeah, so I can't get a peek straight through both doors, like here and then here. But I could get like here and then here. Or even, I think, here. And then I could get like a straight look through one of the doors and a sideways look through one of them. Let's just do this, I guess. Okay, another camera. Nope, I can't do that. All right, well, let's just come in here then. Nobody is coming into this room anyway, so the only guy who's going to be upset is the camera drone. And the question is, where do we go next on this turn? Because a golem will let us do that. How far could Banks get? She could get all the way up here. Where's this guy going? But she can't really... Oh my gosh. I just finished uploading a video, guys. That was what that notification was about. I wish I could, like, turn off notifications when I'm in the middle of... Speaking of which, I should, like, turn off friggin' email, huh? How about that? Okay. I'm not used to this, like, sharing the whole screen. I'm used to just sharing one window when I'm recording, but this gets me a mouse cursor, so I'm gonna live with it. So we could get Banks all the way up here if this camera were taken, but she couldn't really get through this door, which is where I want to explore, because this one's, well, this one's okay, right? Because Banks has a red keycard to get through here. But at least it's just the same place as this, and I would have to hack this camera as well, so I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to explore further down here. So let's use a golem on this camera. All right, and of course we get a power discount. Oh, that's nice. Okay, just 3 firewalls, not bad. I could even, no, she doesn't have an EMP, but one of these guys does. Oh, she has a buster chip, though. We could just open that. That seems pretty productive. And since we know this area is, for the moment, safe, we can just come explore it all. I think with Prism, so that Derek has like some teleports up there, maybe, if that's what he wants to do. Oh, hello. He's patrolling over there. And he has, what confuses me is why it says this area is hidden from the enemy. Because the only, oh, there's a camera here. Got it. I was like, he shouldn't be able to see this, so it shouldn't say it's hidden, but this camera, okay, can't see there, fine. Firewalls on those, 3, lots of 6s. Lots of 3s and 6s in FTM, it seems like. The 6s are obviously from Castle. And the 6s are from Castle, I don't know what I said. And the 3s are from like the normal built-in thing. So actually, neither of these people have an EMP. Derek has both of them, the 2 and the 1. Oh, right, because Prism, where is her weapon? Here it is. Hasn't reloaded yet. That's why she didn't carry the EMP in. Got it. But okay, I'll just have Rush hack this with the Buster chip. I would like to be looking through both doors, so I guess that means I'm gonna have Derek come down here. I want Prism to still be looking through that door as the turn ends, so I can see anyone move there. Okay, so we know this guy is patrolling all the way through that room. There's so many cameras. And with Modulate, it's just so hard to make progress on any of it. I hate these demons. Like, for example, I have Wisp, right? I would trade Wisp for example, Bless, which decreases the duration of all demons by 2, I think it is. As a passive, not as like a thing you do. So it's just like, this would be almost over already. Now it's just like I have to deal with this for forever. Could use invisibility to get through here. Banks is good at that. And that's probably a good approach. I really need to get a lot of information in these early stages. So let's go ahead with that. And I just can't afford to take over that second camera, basically. I think it's a little bit choppy right now because I'm editing a video. Hopefully that'll be over fairly soon. There's why do I have so much power? Oh, we got some from that console. There were a couple videos where this new like sharing the whole screen thing went a little bit astray, and I ended up recording like 1.5 minutes of me like just doing nothing after a video, and so I had to edit them to cut the last bit off, which I imagine is using a lot of CPU or a lot of disk or something. Okay, well, he can't see me in here. So I guess I could just rob him. Whoa! What's this guy up to? Stationary. So that's the scanner. I would love to crack that. Holy smokes, look at all this stuff. There's one of the other routers. Are both routers in here? No, just one. And the scanner. These are both so problematic. I assume they're EMP reinforced as well. Of course. Oh, there's the other router. It's right here. Okay, so they are all here. And that one is not EMP reinforced. So I'm thinking, let's see. If next turn we put down an EMP and use Banks's hacking chip for 4 firewalls on, say, this scanner, then that's 6, right? And we can use a golem for 2 more next turn is 8. So a parasite would get us to 9, and we would take out the scanner. And we'd also be taking out this security, the router, just because of the EMP. I'm not so worried about the scanner as I am about the router, because it's adding firewalls every turn, and like we can dodge them knowing where one of us is. It's not so bad. They're going to change all the patrols on alarm level 1 anyway. So I think next turn we're certainly putting down an EMP. And I think we want to use a golem on this, so that's 4. And we can use a hacking thing on it, that's 4 more. It's 8. I think we have to put a parasite on this now and just get started cutting it down as soon as we can. I could parasite the scanner as well, but I have to like do some math to figure out if that's what I should do. It's probably not, because I bet I can get better efficiency with data blasts in this area, right? To get this thing down, I'm going to want to do several data blasts, I imagine. Not right this second, but something like this covers a lot of ground. There's no hurry to do it now, right? I can do it next turn. The only thing is this guard will have moved. And I don't know how much that really matters. Oof, that area up there is nasty. There's just a lot of stuff that needs doing. And down here, I don't know how nasty it is. It might be nasty, it might be fine. We need more information. So I think that's all we're going to do this turn. Yeah, more firewalls. Okay, okay. So I heard, you guys probably didn't hear, there is like right here, I think, or maybe here. No, I would see it if it were here. There's a laser grid somewhere that guard walked through on his way through here. So it's like here or something. Some of those 3 tiles somewhere have a laser grid on them. But now there's no other guards walked around in this area, so opening this door is relatively safe to get a better peek. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So this whole area is guarded by 2 it's 2 cameras guarding 1 safe. So that's like not great value, but it's something we could consider. I need to move Prism out of the way if Derek's going to open that door, because I think this camera would see Prism. Let's grab this thing with Rush first. Okay, so I bet if I wanted to, I could get this guy tagged by stationing Prism here with the door open and an Overwatch. So that's an interesting option to consider. Let's see what Banks has going right now. So how far can I get? Can I get like all this stuff with an EMP? I mean, I assume I can, but do I have to move first was the question I was sort of asking. That camera drone, huh? That's interesting. So I don't really want the camera drone to wake up and come hunting, but I also don't want to kill it in case they see it. But I don't think they would ever see it in there, so it would be kind of okay to kill it. So that's something to think about. But okay, let's imagine we primed the EMP here. It misses like the key target, which is this thing, right? I have to be like here basically in order to get it, or closer, maybe here. But here is close enough, but this might be better, I guess is what I mean. So since I can't hit my prime target standing right here, I clearly want to move. So let's do that first, see what reveals. Nothing, as expected. Yeah, so as predicted, this is good enough. And we could hit that drone if we really wanted to by triggering the EMP right here. Right? We move it 3 squares in that direction. Then the edge of this here moves to here and gets him. And I guess we would miss this power supply. So how important is that power supply? I assume it's this thing? It is. And it's not magnetically reinforced, so that would completely disable it. But it's not really relevant at all, because I can't get through there right now. So all it would be doing is temporarily disabling it, and I can't use it. I would rather it had magnetic reinforcements so I could at least break 2 firewalls on it. But it seems like since this power supply doesn't matter, it's just a question of whether, well, I would be missing the safe as well. Is the safe reinforced? It's not. It's just a question of whether I want to blow up that drone or let it go on the loose. And I think since it's not tagged, I should probably kill it. Don't let it cause trouble. We can figure out this safe some other way. So I think I'm going to walk to here, put down an EMP, and then head up here to like use a buster chip on this. I'm going to have to find time to come down here and open this thing. Because remember, when you EMP it, you have to actually come in and take out the valuable tech while it's EMP'd, or it comes back. So let's pickpocket this guy. I say rob sometimes, which is clearly not what I'm doing, right? Robbery is like with use of force or violence or something like that. This is more burglary or pickpocketing for a specific person. Okay, so now that's going to go down to 5 and down to 4. So if we golem it this turn and next, it's going to go down. That seems good, but not necessarily the only thing I would want to do. These guys, I think, have their stuff basically sorted out. But, oops, no, I didn't want to look up here. It looks like Banks is going to be able to pick up some power this turn as well. Get that console. So we have a fair amount to spare, right? This is worth 12 power, 8 plus 4. So we sort of have 27 plus the 2 from the server next turn, plus, well, maybe not much more, but anything we hack will give us a little bit more power from Prism's ability. So we have a lot of power that we want to spend this turn. So maybe we actually can break into this room, for example. Doesn't look promising. But we could afford to like put a parasite here. We could do a few small things. I think, though, we do want to golem this. So since I just need to break 2 firewalls on this, that's why I was talking about goleming it twice. We could instead data blast this whole area twice to break 2 firewalls on this, but also a bunch of firewalls on everything else. It is going to cost more power, but it seems okay. So now it's at 4. Next turn, it's going to lose 2 from the EMP and 1 from the parasite. It'll be at 1, and I can spend a data blast on it. Okay. So we come up here to grab our free power, which is 12 as predicted. Oh, we're at 9, not 8. All right, so we have to spend a little more. I think putting down a parasite somewhere is a good answer, and it's probably on a camera. I'm just not sure which one. We got to make sure, of course, that Banks is hiding, but we've already done that. She will be looked at. That is, she will no longer be invisible. But she's in a fine spot right now. So, these cameras, huh? Well, I guess we don't really need these 2 cameras. They're just guarding this one safe. We can go out this way when we're ready, once we have this camera. So let's put a parasite on this camera up here. I think that one's important. Okay. Do I want these guys to do anything? Most of them have a ton of action points. I guess I will have Rush do the tagging thing to get this guard tagged. What about everyone else? I could bring Prism up here. I'm not sure exactly what she would do. Well, I should shut the door first. And that leaves Derek in here. I think he's better suited for this more unknown area because he has teleport. Prism is better for this sort of well-explored area. So let's actually, maybe I should open this door. All right, let's think about this. So I could put Derek like right here and open his door. Where could someone be standing that they would see Rush is the main question. I don't think there really is anywhere. Yeah. So I think we're safe to do that. Okay, nobody saw that. That's good news. Okay, now we know what this room is laid out like. We can afford to stand right here, peek to get full vision of the area, shut the door, and wait for next turn. And then like maybe we can use a teleporter to get here, for example, next turn. We're gonna be a little bit short on power again. That's what happens with this modulate. I just don't think I can afford to wait until this is gone to start hacking stuff. Okay, I think we're done with everybody. So let's let that EMP go off. Oh, I didn't actually take the power out of this console like I intended to, which is fine. I can just do it this turn. It just means I'm wasting a little bit of cooldown on this. Oh, that drone was knocked out, so it didn't get hit by the EMP. I forgot that's how that works. Okay, well, so we didn't kill him, which is, like, fine. We were sort of waffling on whether to do that. It means we didn't get this EMP'd when we could have. Oh, well. All right, this thing has 1, so we want to pop all this stuff. like that. Great. So now we've disabled this router, this router. Well, this one's permanently disabled. This one, I'm going to have to touch it to break it. I'm kind of thinking about whether I should like use my charge pack on something to make room for carrying more stuff, and also just because charge packs are pretty good. I have several things I would like to charge is the problem, and I don't know which one is more crucial. It's probably the EMP. Yeah, let's go ahead and charge the EMP. I'm a little worried I might need the cloak instead. Or I might need none of them, and I could just leave this stupid junk in here. Like 300 credits, who cares? Forget it. I mean, I'd love it, don't get me wrong, but... do I grab this safe now? I think it's better... Yeah, I don't think it matters that much. Let's just take it. And you never know, one of these might have the exit key, so I want to keep some room in my inventory. So does that break it, or do I have to actually take it out? I have to actually take the stuff out. Okay. Oh, I forgot to open this door back up to tag the guy. Dang. Well, now I've got his attention. We can just get out of his way. It's not a big deal. It's a bit silly, but you know, we knew he wasn't staring right at us, so there was some safety to be had anyway. We could golem that to get Prism in here, but there's nowhere good to be right now. Put Banks here, but the way these guys are, so this guy's obviously going back to his ordinary place, which is like where Banks is standing, and this guy is going back up to that through that door, right? So I guess the safe place to stand is right here. I would love to be able to open that door and look through it, but I don't have enough moves to get to safety after that. So we're going to stand right here and see what happens. I can't wait for this modulate to be done. This actually buys Derek a lot of time to come teleporting through here if he wants. Anyway, I guess we can get Prism sort of into a better position. Like here. It's a little bit scary. You know, this drone might come looking. I think not. He's going to look right there, right? That's only next turn is he going to start hunting. But like whatever, we can stand here. And then next turn, like maybe Data Blast this area or something to finish off the camera. And then we can get Prism into position. So if we just hide with Rush, teleport with Derek, that seems okay. Now that we've got this guy out of the way. Oh, but we can't actually get through that door because this camera is still looking at it. So that's not super productive. I mean, I could take the camera this turn if I really had to, with like 2 golems and a data blast or something. I could even get the data blast to grab this camera drone back for me if I wanted to, which would be useful. But I don't want to do that. That just speeds it up by like a turn compared to letting the parasite finish. I think we just get everyone out of the way of this guard who we accidentally triggered. And wait out up here. It's kind of a bummer, but... Well, I mean, you could actually get a couple steps out here. Which seems okay, I guess. Like, you could get here or here. We could even intentionally trigger the camera, but that doesn't seem like a very good plan at all. Oh, there's another door there. I'm glad I got here to peek. Okay, well that makes teleporting through this area a lot more productive. I think I will put Derek right here so I can peek through this door and then come down through this one. So do we peek before we open this door? I think no. It would be fine if someone saw him open this door, because we could always just hide on the other side of this thing or something. Okay, so we don't even have to get in here, like, as a priority. It's not blocking the rest of the facility. We can take this whenever we have the resources available. Both magnetically reinforced. 6 and 9 firewalls, geez. This makes me long for Parasite 2.0. Break 2 firewalls per turn, such value. But okay, we know what's in there. So now we're coming down here. And this time I will peek. I'm not going to open the door this turn. He's stationary, staring at the wall. Okay, good work, buddy. Okay, those guys look good. Banks is good. Are we putting down any more parasites this turn? Or anything else, but I think parasites would be the main thing. And there's a lot of stuff I want. I guess this, right? Pretty soon, we're going to need to deal with that. In fact, that was kind of dumb. Because we're going to have the Buster Chip available next turn. And so I only need to break 1 firewall on this. So a Data Blast for 5 would have been, to get all this stuff, would have been better value than a Parasite for 4 to get just 1 thing. Oh well. I'm going to continue the next turn. So we're actually going to disable that before it gets a chance to scan anybody, which is great. I didn't expect things to go that well. Okay, so first things first, we get rid of this. Ugh, this guy. Gross, he's looking up here. All right, we got the scanner. I really can't afford to carry all this crap. Yeah, I guess I'll recharge this just to free up the slots. I can pick this up on the way back. I don't have to pick up the valuable tech right now. I should have recharged earlier so I didn't get the encumbrance penalty this turn. Oh well. So I think I'm going to be okay with triggering this guy to notice me, and then I'll just make sure not to be here next turn. All right, it's getting a little bit sketchy. Ooh, yep. Okay. All right. We can still get to here. even if I peek. And this is a safe place to be. So let's peek. All right, there's nothing up there, so we've finished discovering what's going on up here. I can't like shut this door and then hide here, which is what I would like to do, because then this guy would come investigate this side of the door. So we're just going to come back to safety. Oh, he's totally going to see me right here. Yeah. What am I even thinking? All right, we'll stim. We'll get out of this. Whew. But all right. We've sort of figured out this half of the facility. And that's good. And this half, we're getting close, right? We found this stuff. There's really like just, well, there's got to be at least one more room. Whatever one room has the executive terminals in it, right? But we found this thing. We found a ton of safes. Now we just need to tag some guards and break a bunch of firewalls. I mean, we also have to avoid the guards, but I think tagging the guards will make that not too hard. I mean, I've made mistakes before, but... So there's that guy. This drone in particular is a problem. He's going there. I don't mind that. We can take him back anytime with like a data blast. And stuff's about to get cheaper next turn. So if we wanted to data blast, there's not anything really good here. Yeah, okay. I'm looking also at like a wisp next turn when all of these guards will be back in line of sight again, and I'll have this guy in view probably. All right, but let's see what Derek can do. Open this door, fine. Oh, this looks like actually the executive terminal room itself. Yeah. Okay. So we've completely scouted the facility just in time to get to security level 1 when they move all the guards around. I need to remember to move banks. Let's use the stim now so I don't forget. I don't even know where to put her. I just want to know now she has some actions. We're going to have that camera next turn, and that's as good as this turn, I think. I guess just start putting parasites on stuff we need. No, wait till next turn. Everything's going to be cheaper next turn. Don't spend parasites now. What are you thinking? It's like spending... Is it like spending 2 power to break 1 firewall? It's a little like that, I guess. But it's even more because we'll have fewer parasites out on the field next turn as well. So it's very bad value. We need to get Derek out of here, but this guy's stationary, so that's fine. We'll just come in here. But he has some EMPs available, is the thing. And a bunch of stuff with magnetic reinforcements that we could disable. So how big is an EMP2? 5, right, okay. So we could stand like 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, can't get that one. But this one we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could stand right here, put down an EMP. And that gets several things of interest. That seems pretty good. Right? Oh, we could even go 1 further left and get this. I must have miscounted somehow. Oh, because it's... No, it's 5. Did I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they aren't using straight Manhattan distance for this. They're using some sort of circle distance. So we can actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and get to there. I don't understand why. But all right, whatever. We still can't really get this thing, though. So we come here. We put down this EMP2. Good. And EMP1 is not very useful, right? I could EMP1 a single thing, or these 2 things, I guess. Maybe I could have done that while I was up there. If I put one here. 1, 2. 3. Yeah, I can put an EMP1 right here and still get to safety in this space. It's a bit wasteful. And I mean, obviously this guy's a little worrying, but I know he's stationary. I know he's going to change next turn, but that's next turn. All right. Yeah, I think we leave Prism alone. Rush is not in the best spot. So, but we've now scouted the whole place out, right? Where do we need Rush? She's got Buster Chips. I think we need her here. Derek kind of has this area under control. So we need Rush up in this room to break like these shop areas, basically. And I need the executive terminal, not the server terminal, honestly, more badly than I need this shop. So that's what I'll be using the thing on next turn. Oh, did I miss a chance to tag this guy? I did. Oh, but we were thinking of doing a wisp next turn. Yeah, I think that's pretty good because we'll have every guard in view at once. Yeah, let's do that. So no more tagging. I do want to spend power on something though. Because it's like free. Is there anything we need to hack that has a demon on it? I could get rid of that. Like this thing, for example. I could just demon that. That's okay. There we go. That got the seed value. Fine. It's like not great seed value because we're losing 2 to modulate, but we're gaining 4. So I think it was correct. I'm almost like, I think it's a shame that this is still security level 0, but we're about to end the turn that gets us into security level 1. And it's been quite slow because we've been avoiding guards and scouting carefully, which is good. But it means that the video's gone on for a fair while. So I'm going to cut it off here. This might be our first 3-parter. We'll see. But this is the end of part 1. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.